Well, welcome back into 27 News. I'm joined now by District Attorney Mike Kagay this morning. So I'm going to start off by asking, of course, did you have a good holiday weekend?
I did. Thanks, Katie.
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
I see you got the red, white, and blue on for
That's
your tie.
right.
You're representing. Well, I want to start off by asking you about a specific crime that happened back in March. So on March 14th, Topeka police officers responded to a hit-and-run incident. When they were there, they discovered someone had been shot, and so that person then later passed away. And as of recently, last Thursday, they did charge a 17-year-old with first-degree murder for that incident. So I just want to see if you know anything about this crime, if you plan on charging that 17-year-old as an adult.
Right. So what I can tell you right now is that this case is pending review in my office, so I'm not going to be able to comment in too much detail. But what I can tell you, generally speaking, in these types of cases is when you have someone who is a juvenile offender and they're charged under the juvenile code, which means they're under the age of 18, there are a number of statutory factors that apply in determining whether or not we are going to be able to waive them or seek a waiver to adult status. That's something we file with the court, and it's subject to the court's approval.
Okay, and so as of July 1st, a new set of laws has come into effect, and one of those is legalizing fentanyl testing strips. So this morning, I just want to get your opinion on that. I know we have talked personally about this. I mean, I think it's fair to say epidemic almost that is taking over not just Kansas, but it's an issue everywhere that fentanyl is, really impacting hundreds of thousands of lives. And so I just want to see your opinion on that new law this morning.
Absolutely, Katie. It is an epidemic, and it is nationwide, and it's been getting worse every year. So as far as the testing strips go, I think the reasoning behind that is that it's going to give people the ability to maybe make some better decisions, and in that way it's going to prevent and maybe save some lives. So I think that's a good thing. But my focus is on catching the dealers, the people who benefit and profit from selling this poison in our communities. That's where I'm focused. That's what we do in my office.
Of course, and another thing you guys do in your office, and I know you've wanted to speak about this today, is the Lifehouse Heroes Fundraiser. Do you mind detailing what Lifehouse does and why you're partaking in this fundraiser? Absolutely.
So Lifehouse is our child advocacy center here in Topeka, and they provide services to kids who have been abused or have witnessed some form of violent crime. And so by point of reference, I can tell you last year they interviewed 351 children. Okay, these are forensic interviews. Of those 351 children, 30% of them were boys, and 78% of those children interviewed were referred because of sexual abuse that happened here in our community. So it's another epidemic, and it's something that people don't want to talk about because it's uncomfortable. And that's the purpose of this Lifehouse Heroes fundraiser. They've identified 15 men within our community who are willing to stand up and pull back the veil of silence on child sexual abuse and talk about it, and talk about the services that Lifehouse provides, bring awareness to the issue. It's happening here, in our community. I should add that 97% of those kids that were interviewed knew their perpetrator. So those are some sobering facts for people to consider this morning. What I would ask them to do, if you're a parent, make sure you have conversations with your kids, open conversations, make sure they feel comfortable talking to you about these things, because if something ever did happen, you have to be there to receive that disclosure. Certainly contact Lifehouse. If they want more information, they can go online to lifehousecac.com. Lifehouse also has a Facebook page, and if they want to go on there and donate, and support the work of Lifehouse and participate in this fundraiser, they can do that too.
And how long have you been participating? This sounds like a great cause here in Topeka centrally.
Well, they started Lifehouse Heroes last year, and they asked me to participate then, and I was honored to do so. And at the end of the experience, they asked me, would you do this again? And I said yes. So they can put me down for this every year.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming on and for sharing that information this morning.
Thank you, Katie.
We always appreciate you coming on, and happy 4th of July.
Yeah, happy 4th.